defeats in a row finds Crawley still in the relegation places in League Two with 13 huge games to go. Today the Reds are back at home to entertain a rejuvenated Harrogate side who've collected 6 points out of the last 15 available and now find themselves 9 points clear of the relegation places.
No Jordan Mutch coming in. Be interested to see how he fares and how long he lasts and what kind of fitness level he's at within that system, whatever it's going to be.
But when you've got the likes of Telford in the starting lineup, Naderson in the starting lineup, we know that Tilly can chip in with goals, Remy Oteh can chip in with goals, even if he's playing slightly behind the front two, or if he's part of that front two and someone else is playing behind. There is still very much goals in that starting 11, and like Scott said to me after a defeat recently, this is the same players who came out and beat Salford. Here's Oteh, edge of the box, just inside the D, gets his shot away, breaks for Telford rather fortuitously, and is blocked out by the defence, comes for Powell, bends it goalwards, and it's headed away. And Armstrong picks up the pieces on the far side, tries to turn away from the challenge. But Crawley are showing some good intent here, Tony. It didn't quite break when it ran for Telford. Cleared away, but they have the ball again in the shape of Oteh, who drives it. He scored! Remy Oteh has scored! 7.5 minutes on the clock. And Crawley have the breakthrough that they have deserved since the off. It broke to Oteh just outside the box, and he pulled the trigger right-footed, and it flew past the goalkeeper Oxley. Oteh has his 5th of the season, and Crawley have a priceless lead here at the Broadfield Stadium. They haven't scored in the last 3 games. They've scored here now. It's Crawley 1, Harrogate 0, Tony.
Yeah, it's a great bit of play. Just before that piece of play, the ball played into Oteh's feet. The ball worked its way into the box, dropped to Telford. Perhaps had 1-2 touches too many, and then as the plays landed to Oteh's feet, got it out of his feet onto his right foot, and it's a really sweet strike into that bottom left-hand corner. And what a great start from us, getting the crowd on side. Just what we wanted. Brilliant start.
Well, fantastic timing as well, because we are just about to update the radio listeners to BBC Radio Sussex. Free kick then for Powell to take, quite central, clips it forward, headed in towards goal. Telford almost got there, doesn't quite break for a red shirt on the edge of the penalty area. Strong challenge goes in, this time from Ashley Naderson, I think that is it, who's gone sliding in to try and make a challenge, and I think the referee, Mr. Mather, is going to have a word with the Crawley Town number 10 at the break, Tony, regardless of when and where the goal came in the first half. Would have all taken Crawley being ahead, but can they add to it here? Naderson's got away from his man on that far side. He's inside the box on the right-hand side. Pulls it back. Oteh scores! Brilliant play by Crawley Town. And they double their lead in the last 90 seconds of the first half. Naderson did brilliantly and worked his way to the byline. Pulled it back. Crawley double their lead. Oteh doubles his goal tally for the afternoon, and there is breathing space for Crawley Town, and they lead by 2-0, Tony.
Yeah, great play. Ashley Naderson has taken on 2 Harrogate defenders. One's gone to ground far too easily, too early. He's taken it round him and had the vision to look up, pulled the ball back to Oteh. It's a little bit behind him, to be fair. He's done well to get his body shape right, and just a simple finish then to put us 2-0 up. And what a great position to be in. Just getting that goal just before half time. Their heads go down a little bit. We're in full of beans. It's a perfect time to score.
Literally, just as I was saying, can Crawley hold on to what they've got and make sure Harrogate don't get back into it, or can they even add to that tally? And they've done just that. And Remy Oteh has 2. Crawley have 2. Oteh now has 6 for the season, and Crawley have breathing space. They lead by 2-0 here at the break, Adrian. There goes the half-time whistle, bang on cue. Wonderful response from the fans in the Broadfield Stadium. They haven't had much to cheer about this season, but it's been a good first 45 minutes. Half-time, Crawley Town 2, Harrogate Town 0. Jack Powell's gone across to take the corner on this left-hand side for Crawley, as some people behind him make their way back to their positions for the second half. Flung in and flicked over the top of the bar. Francier was the man who got there in front of the Harrogate defence. Couldn't quite direct it on target. One of those where a little flick could have taken it across into the far corner, Tony.
You got too much on it, if anything. Just one of those things where you just really got the ball hit your head. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Hand side. for Patterson to chase. Into the box it comes, and it evades every blue shirt. And the substitute Daly should really have done more with that. Still not completely clear. The shot comes in, and this time it's hammered away by Ludwig Francier. Scooped back though by O'Connor out towards this near side. Kellan Gordon hammers it forward for Ashley Nadesan to chase. He's the lone red-shirted player in the opposition half at the moment. He turns on it, slides it down this right-hand side. Good ball inside the fullback. Tom Fellows gets to the byline, pulls it back. Telford tries to turn, breaks for a shot, driven in! There's the third goal! And Jordan Mutch gets his first goal for Crawley Town. Thank you very much. Jordan Mutch has possibly wrapped up the 3 points for Crawley this afternoon. His first goal in a red shirt. Brilliant work by Nadesan and Fellows. Telford couldn't quite turn and shoot, but when it broke to Mutch on the edge of the box, he smashed it home right-footed, and Crawley lead by 3-0 just over the halfway point of the second half, Tony.
What a tremendous finish. Showed his class there, Jordan Mutch. You know, played in the Premier League, played in the Championship. Cool as you like, took his time, picked his spot. What a great strike. Good play down this left-hand side. Actually, Nadesan, Tom Fellows getting into the byline. I think the chance had gone once Telford had a little miscontrol, but it's come out to Mutch, and what a superb strike.
Brilliant.
3-0. And now, how you think maybe your look changes. Daly's got to score for Harrogate. I mean, he's free on his own.
Crawley are making a change here, and it's the number 41, Jack Spong, who's coming on, and he's replacing the man who has scored the third goal this afternoon and has possibly wrapped up all 3 points for Crawley Town. Jordan Mutch is leaving the field to pretty much a standing ovation from everybody around us in the West Stand. Desperate to try and get what would probably be the first hat-trick of his career. Worked his way to the left-hand side of the defender, but couldn't quite get the shot away. But, well, bit of... Well, is that a red card that he showed?
Yeah.
Over on that far side.
I didn't see what happened.
Well, Harrogate have been given a throw. There's going to be 4 additional minutes. Harrogate have been given a throw over on that far side. Nadesan, I think, was a little bit too close to where the thrower wanted to take it, so he threw the ball at Ashley Nadesan and sort of bounced it off of the back of Nadesan's shoulders or his head or something like that. But the number 16, Alex Patterson, the number 14 it is, Toby Sims, is making his way off. Much easier to commentate on a victory, and obviously much nicer as well. They're inside the box. Are they going to get one back? They do touch it home. It's a goal by O'Connor that's touched in from really close distance, and the clean sheet doesn't quite survive, Tony. It's a goal it's in stoppage time at the end of stoppage time.
I know he's going to play the whistle.
It's the last kick of the game that takes away the clean sheet. But really, it's no more than a consolation for Harrogate Town, because Crawley's job was done inside the only 68 minutes when they led by 3 goals to 0, courtesy of 2 goals by Remy Oteh, and then an absolutely brilliant strike by Jordan Mutch.
Come on, you Rex! Come on! Man of the match, can you go up with the other?